A person earning $500,000 a year. A person earning $30,000 a year. According to recent surveys, both can end up living paycheck to paycheck. Take a second to think about that. Because if someone earning $500,000 still feels trapped by money, then maybe income isn't the real problem. Maybe the biggest difference between looking wealthy and actually becoming wealthy has nothing to do with how much you earn. Most people believe one simple equation: higher income equals higher savings. It sounds obvious, it sounds logical, but reality is far more complicated because earning more money doesn't automatically create wealth. In many cases, it simply creates a more expensive lifestyle. And once you understand why, you'll never look at luxury cars, designer clothes, or million-dollar homes the same way again. Lifestyle inflation. Here's what happens when many Americans get a raise. The apartment becomes a bigger house. The reliable car becomes a luxury SUV. Dinner out becomes normal. Vacations become more expensive. Subscriptions quietly multiply. Private schools replace public schools. Every upgrade feels reasonable. After all, they can afford it. Behavioral economists call this lifestyle inflation. As income grows, our definition of normal quietly grows with it. Without realizing it, expenses begin chasing income. That's why many high earners don't feel rich. Not because they earn too little, because every raise has already been spent before the next one arrives. The national pattern. This isn't just happening to individuals, it's happening across America. In the 1960s and 1970s, Americans regularly saved more than 10% of their disposable income. In some years, that number climbed above 17%. Today, it's dramatically lower. Why? Because modern life makes spending easier than ever. Credit cards, one-click shopping, buy now, pay later, monthly subscriptions. Luxury that once felt exceptional has quietly become ordinary. More money comes in, less money stays. In the psychology of money, Morgan Housel shares one simple idea: wealth is what you don't see. People notice the Tesla, the Rolex, the beautiful home, but they never see the investment account, the retirement fund, the emergency savings, because those things are invisible. Spending money makes people look rich. Saving and investing is what actually makes people rich. The millionaire next door. That idea was proven decades earlier. Researchers Thomas Stanley and William Danko spent years studying real American millionaires. What they found surprised almost everyone. Most weren't driving Ferraris. Many bought used cars, lived in ordinary neighborhoods, avoided constant upgrades, and quietly invested year after year. They called them prodigious accumulators of wealth, people who spent less than they earned, again and again, until compound growth did the rest. The other side. But there was another group. The researchers called them underaccumulators of wealth, people who looked successful: luxury apartments, designer clothes, brand new cars, expensive vacations. But behind that lifestyle often sat very little wealth. As income rises, your social circle changes, and suddenly everyone around you is spending more. What once felt like luxury becomes normal. Saving becomes harder, not because you earn less, because your expectations never stop growing. Here's the biggest misconception about money. People think wealth is measured by what you can buy, but real wealth is measured by what you can afford not to spend. The person driving the newest luxury SUV might still be waiting for the next paycheck. The person driving a 7-year-old Honda might quietly have a $1 million investment portfolio, because wealth doesn't announce itself. It compounds in silence, one investment at a time, one skipped upgrade at a time, one ordinary decision repeated for decades. And that's why the richest looking person in the neighborhood isn't always the richest person living there. Sometimes real wealth is completely invisible.